Welcome to the Women's Chat Blab. In this episode, we had a little difficulty here to get started. We want to hear what bothers you today, what you have on your mind that you want to talk about. And we're going to do these Women's Blab Chat for twice a week on Mondays, 2:30 Eastern, and on Thursdays at 2:30 Eastern time in the afternoon. And I am Margarita Kristallodes from Canada, and I'm help women who have stresses to overcome that. And my website is thekristallodes.com. And Heidi is my co-host. Over to you.
Okay, I'm Heidi, and I hope I can come over to you because of my super slow internet. And I'm in Italy, and it's late in the evening. And if you ask me what has happened today and what is on my mind, I can tell you internet and websites which are down and which don't work and all this stuff. It seems to be something in the tech air, which is at the moment a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little weary, isn't it?
Yeah. And we are quite good in tech, no? We have learned quite a bit. We know how to do Google Hangouts, and we know how to set up YouTube events, and we know quite a lot of stuff. Oh, by the way, there is a new comment tracker coming out and things like this. We learn all this stuff, and at the end we think we know it, and then bloof, something happens.
The magic box.
And nothing works.
Yeah.
The magic gets sort of interrupted. And then we have to recreate a new magic and find a way to come out of that problem. It seems that human minds are created for solving problems. So we have resolved the problems that Margarita couldn't hear me.
I can now hear you. And I love to listen to Heidi because she is such a great advisor and have insights to all kinds of things that is going on in the mind. So, yeah, I'm still balancing my computer here, my little laptop after the technical issues here. And right now I'm working on something called Periscope and trying to learn Periscope. And here I'm trying to learn Blab. But this morning I did a Periscope about going out in the snow and illustrate the cold, frozen ice outside by the frozen emotion we have inside in our second chakra. So that was kind of really a fun experiment to go out in the elements and come in and having the, your iPhone, and then you go out and then you can take it with you and you can broadcast at the same time. And Blab is also a fabulous platform to actually share something, and then that the viewers can come in and actually participate. So we're trying this out for a couple of weeks and see how it happens. And hopefully you will find us. This is the first episode today. And so it's Thursdays and Mondays, 2:30 Eastern for the next 2 weeks. So today, what is bothering you about your day, Heidi? And how would somebody approach a problem, a technical problem that makes you frustrated? How would you deal with that? The frustration, I mean.
First I can tell you what I did. It was already yesterday morning that I found that the website is down where we have the promotion for our show, which is on Friday, so tomorrow, the Relationship show. The website was gone. It was shit.
The website really was gone?
It was gone? It was gone. It didn't. Error 500, nothing. I immediately texted to my VA, and she couldn't make it go. And then later I found in Facebook my server, which is called Strato in Germany. There was in Facebook a whole list of people who had exactly the same problem. And so it was, I don't know what it means, PHP access was somehow from their side wrong. And so people tried by themselves to fix it. I cannot do it. She finally got it in some way, but now the website is really distorted. It shows halfway the HTML things, and it's completely out of form. And she says, and I hope she will do it soon, she will bring it to another server, because this is, you know, we are in the middle of a launch, let's say, and then the server, the website is not there.
That's frustrating.
I mean, it's completely frustrating. You know, it's not only frustrating, it is you think these things, they should have figured them out by now, that it doesn't happen. And then I saw in the Facebook group that people said, I spent 2 hours in figuring it out, and now I can go in. So from their side, they could do that too, no? Instead of, it was more than 24 hours that it didn't work for many people, obviously. So it is a question of who can you trust today? I mean, even Facebook was down someday, no? And even Google or whatever, it can happen, yes. But what is more, what are the criteria of more reliability of the service? I know a person who has his own server. He has a big, how do you say, wardrobe, a big box, enormous, like up to the ceiling. And he has a lot of computer stuff in there, and he is his own server because he needs to control everything. I'm not able to do that, and I don't want to do that. But, you know, for me, the thought was, we are really getting dependent of these things. We, you know, I wanted to how do you say, to advertise a little more the show we have tomorrow, but I couldn't give that link where they get the information. I can only give the direct registration link, but which, by the way, is bit.ly/WF3. This is the direct registration link. This seems to work. This is Webinar Jam. This is one thing. And then the continuous missing bandwidth in our part. It feels like being, I don't know, on the North Pole.
I feel like I'm on the North Pole here too, because it's like, it's snowing and it's like blowing. And I mean, it's -2 only, right? But, you know, it's like wind that going like this and snow in the face. And, you know, you don't want to be outside today here. You don't want to be outside. This is like that. And I'm going to ask.
Yeah, no, here it's different.
About the server.
Here it's different. We have. Okay, just wanted to tell you that we have 14 centigrades. We had at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Girl. So
you lucky people over there. You have nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
14 degrees plus. That's wonderful. And you're picking olives in the summer and stuff like that. We have to wait until the middle of the summer that we can have a little bit of heat here in Ontario. Yeah. About the server, I'm so lucky because I have a webmaster who has his own server on a very, very reliable place in the States somewhere. And it had never gone down. In all the years I've had my website since 2004 or something. You know, it never, ever have gone down. It's probably... I think that's very reliable. And so I just ask him to deal with any kind of website issues, and And of course, I'm on the WordPress site, and those are very reliable too if you think about it, because they're very, anyway, it's a very secure platform to have, and that's my view of it. But you, people who have their own, designed website, it can be a little tricky with that if you don't use, a big platform. And to deal with the frustration part, I think if one is feeling that, I don't have any power, I don't know what to do, and then they cut off the internet, that's that feeling of, okay, I just can't know what to do with that. I'm not the technical person, even though if I was a little bit technical, it's like it's not going to help, because the server is somewhere else. The satellite is up there, and and we cannot reach the satellite unless you're an astronaut, right? Or when you are, like we have to have a spaceship up there and drive up to that satellite and fix it, right? I mean, that's like a little bit hilarious. So the best thing to do is probably to have a backup solution for any problem, so that, okay, if this doesn't work, then I have another solution that relies on other resources. It's like putting all the apples in one basket. Then the basket goes away, and then you don't have any apples. If you have 3 baskets, you can, if one of them goes away, at least you have 2 baskets left that you can divide your attention to. And I mean, we are coaches and mentors and serve clients online, and that's kind of very frustrating if the difficulties comes out on the internet. So, but there are big changes. It's like it just was full moon and astrological things that happening in the universe, and there is has been going on a huge shift energetically over the last year. I've felt it myself. It's intangible, but we are actually going up to a different era in evolution in this world. Somebody said that the entire data stream from the beginning of our civilization till now, we do that in 2 days over the internet. This same amount of data, something like that. And that's like hilarious. It's like a logarithmical scale that goes right up there, and then it goes, it's like, it's like this. And it's in infinite. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I have heard talking about is this so-called noosphere. We have the atmosphere, and then we have the noosphere, and this is the sphere of ideas, of thoughts. And I would think that what is transported by the internet is part of that. And this seems to get stronger and stronger, So it's for sure part of the evolution, and internet makes it, we almost have something like telepathy now, Before, people needed really to have this capacity. Now we help a little bit with technology, but the effect is the same, that you stay in Canada and I'm here in Italy, be together and connect together, and even more, let's say, concrete than it would be by telepathy. I think it's the outside expression of what we can do inside. Inside is telepathy, and outside is this way of connecting. if we were good, if we trained a little bit more into intuition and all these things, we could regain these capacities from the inside. But as we come out of a technical and rational era, we don't trust so much the inner sphere. So probably we first have to go this way for later integrate the internal internet, let's say.
Well, I mean, there was a video, and it was Nityananda, the guru in India, who says, this is the browsing chakra. And then, you tune in. And he's very young as a yogi, right? Nityananda. So he had this broadcast on the video, and then he says he could see his followers in several different places of the world. I mean, I assume that he actually did see them, their sanghas, because there was lots of people in each of the cities that the broadcast was sent to. And that's kind of amazing. And he had a little student, I think she was 10 years old, and he has initiated her with the mother's permission, of course, because the mother was with her. And then she had a bindle over her eyes, and with 3 levels of layers. And then they showed her a piece of paper in front, like imagine that you have the eyes so, and then they put a paper in front of her, and she could read it. She could walk through the room without. So it's like she showed that she could see it. She could actually see. And that's remarkable to illustrate.
I saw a private video. And it was remarkable too, because there was a person who is blind, and another person showed him on her cell phone different mandalas and asked him what color it is. Mm-hmm. And I think from 10 times, he only failed once. Nine times he expressed the feeling, and if it was warm or if it was cold, what he felt on a cell phone. Imagine.
Yeah, it's possible, you know.
So we have these senses. And only when we have our normal senses, we have no necessity to regain the other senses, what we call sixth sense or something, because it seems that in indigenous populations, they still have it or had it until very short time ago, because there was no internet to tell when a hunter, for instance, was hurt and he needed help. They couldn't use the cell phone. There was none. So they needed to communicate and also to find water or to find food. This was for them a sensing into the atmosphere, into the surrounding, into whatever you want to say, into the universe, and to then go for it. It is like Rupert Sheldrake has done the study on dogs. How this famous dog, who is dead now, he was very sensitive and really very good. They did several studies on him, scientific studies, really with all scientific presuppositions, for how do you say, preparations. And this dog, they put him somewhere far away with a car he has never been in, driving a route he has never gone, and then they pushed him out somewhere, and then he had a monitor, how do you say, a little broadcast thing around, so they could trace him, and they noted that he first ran around, and seemed to be lost. And then he went ahead one direction. And after a while, he again, everywhere around in circles. And for our eyes looks like being lost. And then he ran again in a certain direction. And then they found him not in the door of his master. They hoped he would arrive at the door of his master. They found him at the door of the sister of the master. He had been only once, but which was nearer, which was on his way. So the explanation of this experiment was, they did it several times with different locations, but this is the one he explained so completely, was that when dogs run around, they sense and look and get oriented, you know, and then they get some signals and some certainty, and then they go. And then when this certainty goes smaller, it gets less, then they do the same. Sensing. Where do I need to go? Sensing into the field. This would be the main word. And then they go. Even if he had never gone that way, he was going to, from that point to the house of the sister of the master, he went there. He didn't go to the master because obviously he didn't want to. He felt at home at the
Maybe
house.
Maybe she fed him better food, you know? Or something like that.
Who knows? But he knew how to get out of the uncertainty of his position and find a position where he could have trust and where he could feel safe. Mm-hmm. And this is, I think, we humans, we have the same equipment as animals have. We have some more. We have this thing here. No, we can think somehow better. Yeah, he found and me. That's true. But we have still
we have a 799 watching us here. Come in.
Okay. We still have these antennas. We still could use them, but they are overlain by, you know, by our thought processes and by our ideas. So if we had the patience, we could go back. We could develop that again. So, and what I said at the beginning, I can imagine that this internet stuff is sort of a first step towards that. Mm-hmm. When we believe that it is possible, then we might even develop the other means.
Well, there is something called prayer also, and when whatever religious or you're asking for something, affirming it, but if you're a huge group who do the same affirmation and feeling into it, like in the prayer field, let's say, then it amplifies, the thought forms amplifies, whether it's negative or whether it is positive, you know? I mean, during the war, in the Second World War, there was so many negative thought forms that were intensified on both sides of the competitors or the enemies, and that just intensified the conflict. Instead of actually have some prayers for collaboration, but that didn't happen. So that's, you know, so many people died from that. It's like horrible, really horrible. I don't know. We are blessed actually in where we live. I mean, I've never been in a war zone, but if let's say here in my backyard, coming soldiers shooting and killing people, that would be sort of I couldn't imagine that. You know, like that. It can happen, but holding a higher frequency of energy over where you are and inside of yourself, then that is a kind of something that we are really, really interested in. And we have Sequoia here. Welcome.
Mm-hmm. I'm just changing a little bit the title, and let's see when we put a question in. Maybe
yes, and we have Christina here. Welcome. We have Christina here.
Oh, Christina, this is lovely. Can you come in? Mark is getting up when he hears Christina.
Christina. Come on in, Christina. Don't go away. Oh, look at Mark. He shows up.
Yeah, I changed the woman into normal chatting so also men can be here. Here she is. I can get her in.
But I need.
You need a chair if you want to chat with Christina.
No, I just want to say hello.
I have my cat with me here.
Oh, you have your cat.
Oh,
we love cats.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I went into Facebook and saw. I just clicked the bottom and went to another site, and then I heard you. Oh, no.
Okay.
Hello.
This is the blind little kitty.
So this is the woman's black cat chat.
Yeah. And my cat went away.
I have my cat. He's on outside right now. I don't know where he is. Well, how is it in?
So how are you doing, Christina?
I'm fine. Yes, I'm fine. I'm having my evening. I'm just going to sleep in an hour. I'm very tired in the evening. And how are you?
We are good. And we have...
not so tired in the evening.
We have Ahmed E.
No, we are just being up late.
And Essie.
Oh, we have somebody.
Yeah, welcome.
We had already real philosophical talks about noosphere and about telepathy via internet, or what is it? I mean, for me it looks very similar, no?
Yeah.
And things.
Wow.
So how are you, and what do you think, Christina? What are you thinking just in the moment? Or feeling?
This telepathy thing, because it's very, very that you were here when I just clicked the bottom to. I didn't know what it was and went away, and so it's a telepathic thing, I think.
Yes, we proved it. We proved the telepathy here.
This synchronicity. Yeah, it's lovely. It's very, very lovely.
Yeah.
And Darlene is here. Come on in. Just click the open seat if you like.
Do you want a chair, by the way?
No, I'm just
there
saying
she
hello.
is. Darlene is with us. Yay!
All right. All right.
We will see if we see her picture.
Bye-bye.
It's okay with audio only, Darlene. Can we hear you?
I'm not sure. Can you?
Yay!
Yes.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, Darlene. We are, the painters, the drawers. How do you say drawers?
Well,
drawing.
The instant drawing. I almost forgot that. So I'm going to do an instant drawing here.
Okay. Oh, Candy is here. Hi, Candy. Margarita shows us her art. Can you do it up here so we see it?
Love. Yeah.
And this is very easy to do. You just do one line there, and then another line curve there, and then you do a little banana shape here. And it looks like it's shining, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Margarita is the drawing, sweet picture drawing master.
Yes, really master. Fast. is quickly coming with a drawing.
Yeah, and Darlene and Christina, you both have done the course, and it was really great. I wasn't in the Facebook page anymore lately, if there has shown up some more. I didn't do it so much lately.
Yeah, but I
Sometimes.
draw almost every day, every morning. Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's yeah.
Darlene,
I
you
haven't
too?
been lately. I'm sorry. No, I haven't.
What is that? What is the words?
Women's blab.
Women's blab chat. Yeah, nice. You can upload that if you want it.
So the
Yeah.
topic we were discussing about was the insecurity and the sort of homelessness we feel when the internet doesn't work. And then it's like your life force is cut off, and then you have no connection anymore. And then Heidi brought up this idea about that you can actually use your intuition, beautiful, and then telepathy. And then immediately Christina and Darlene kind of came in.
And I have been without internet for 3 days at my house right now, and I'm not sure why yet. And yes, I'm going crazy without it.
Yeah. So how is the weather at your place, Darlene?
It's kind of off and on today. I'm in Tweed right now at my salon, so that's why I'm able to get on the internet. But yeah, the roads are not very good tonight. I don't think it's going to be icy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so glad to reconnect with you. I haven't heard from you in 2 months almost.
Oh, I know. I've been busy, and I discovered DVD player.
Well, I was in Sweden for 1 month, so that explains it too, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't hear from you anything. You were disappeared. But you met Christina.
Yeah, we met in Stockholm. Yeah. Yeah, it was very nice. It was very nice. It was like, did it happen? But I know it happened because I have a sketch block with me from Stockholm, made by Margarita.
Well, it was so nice to meet you, Christina, because I'm in Ontario, Canada, and my family is in Stockholm, and you live near Stockholm.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Yeah.
And not near.
But
not
she
really
came,
near.
she came on the bus, and then we spent the whole day, and it was so fun. And we were at my sister's place, and it was very magical. And my brother had her sing. We were singing. He was playing the piano, and Christina was singing beautifully.
Yeah, okay. Let's pretend that.
Well,
but it was very fun. It was very fun, and I would like to do it one more time because I would like to learn to sing, so I can sing in allsånger. What's that in English? When everyone sings together, I want to sing out.
Sing along, yeah.
Sing along.
So you will be my beta test client for a singing course.
Perfect.
How about you, Darlene?
I love to sing. I do love to sing, but I'm not very good at it.
Candy says choir. Choir, yeah, many people learn to sing. At least, the music is very good in choir. The voice development in choirs is normally not so great.
It?
But
why not? Why is it?
Because how can I say, you are not really free. You cannot express the whole voice because you have to do exactly what everybody does. So in my experience, I have sung in choirs for, I began as a child and then I ended up in a radio choir, in a professional choir. I got better, yes, but I had also lessons. And in the choir, I always felt a little bit, like
You have to fit in.
Even fearful. Yeah, fearful that you don't do it right, you know. When I had my own choir, I led a choir for 15 years in Rome here. Then I was completely confident, you know, what I was doing. And I sang with the sopranos and everything, and sometimes there and there and there. No problem at all. But as soon as I am a part of a choir, I feel insecure. So
But
this is
does
really
it
strange.
Does it depend on who is leading the choir?
Often, yes. People can make you feel very bad about, you know, about that you are not right. No? And that's not good. In my choir, I always inspired people to sing even if it was not right. And the result was that in the concert, we studied it so well. And in the concert, really, they were almost always right. And because they sang with joy, and when you sing with joy and not with this, hopefully it's right, then it comes out right, and the voice comes out right. It comes out full and beautiful. Instead, when you are fearful, it comes out like you know, a little bit thin, and so
it's like drawing, Margarita.
Yes, it is. I took a picture here, and I wanted to send it, but my iPhone doesn't work right now.
But
there's Candy. She said, "It is a good way to train your voice. Then go solo." Yeah, sure.
Do you sing, Candy?
Sure, that's.
Let's see what she says.
So you sing in a choir or solo? That's interesting.
Wow. Solo, yeah.
Solo. And what are you singing? Tell me what. How is that from the butterfly, the air? I've forgotten how it began. Mamma mia, it's so long ago that I sang these things.
Karaoke is my training secret.
Karaoke is your training secret. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Because you learn also to be there and show yourself, no? And be present and not be ashamed to say.
We have Nick S here.
Mm-hmm. Nick S. Okay. We are talking about singing, and we see that all the 5 women we are here in Canada, in Sweden. Darlene, where are you? Oh, also Canada, and me in Italy, and Candy in Tokyo. We all like singing. And I actually am waiting for a platform, internet platform, where we can sing together. Because at the moment we can sing a little bit Margarita, then me. We have to be in sequence because there is too much lag. So it would be just sung to sing yesterday in Blab. Okay, good. So we can do that, Margarita. You begin, then me, then Christina, and then Darlene, and then we go out. Somebody goes out, and Candy comes in, and we sing just a line or whatever, just an invention.
What a challenge!
So which song do we?
What a challenge! Yeah, it's good. We go out of the comfort zone. No?
I have to drink some water.
So can we do row, row, row the boat?
Gentle down the stream.
Merrily, 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 merry.
Life is but a dream.
Yay, you guys are good. So now we're going to do, Heidi is going to start, then Darlene, and then Christina, and then me. Okay.
I don't have any of these songs. I just sing a melody, okay? Da 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 ba ba boo.
La 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 la.
Da dum pa dum pum pa.
Da 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 da.
So not that brave.
You are brave, you are brave, you are brave.
It's a good practice to be brave.
Yes, we are brave. Chatting, how are we brave?
I'd rather sing.
So we now have to. Yeah, you go. Go.
Do it again.
Go.
I'd rather.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Band loud.
You mean so that you can be heard better?
So I cannot be heard better.
It's the first time I heard you sing, Darlene. That is amazing.
Be privileged because I don't sing for anybody. I used to just sing in church and I loved it.
Yeah. All right.
And that's what we should do. Love it and do it.
Do one more round. Okay, I start.
Yeah. Christina, come here.
Da-dum, da-dum, pam, pam, ba-dum, ba.
La 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 la.
La 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 la. Pretty good.
Pam, 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 dum, da, da-dum, dum, 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 pam.
Da 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 da.
Da 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 da
Come on in.
Bam, 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 ba-dum, bam, bam, bam.
Da 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 da.
This is so fun.
We need to have Candy in. I go out for a moment. Candy, come in and you sing with them, okay?
Come on in, Candy. We're waiting for you. Are you there?
I think she's gone. She heard us sing and she was, gosh.
Oh my goodness.
She was shocked. For her, it's early morning. No, probably it was too much for the early morning.
Yeah. So we're going to have a little completion on our blab here. And I wanted to bring up a topic that we can finish with. And that is, what is the conclusion of your problems in your life right now?
The conclusion?
Yes.
Oh, you are going fast.
Yeah. Where is the conclusion? Is it possible or is it not possible?
What's conclusion?
Slutsats.
Of my problems.
Ja, slutsatsen av dina problem. Hur tror du på att du kan få den slutsatsen and then outcome, the end result?
Shall I start?
Yes.
You do. I haven't understood it yet.
I don't think I understand it, but I feel today that I don't have any problem that I have to do anything with today. The question was in a seminar I listened to last night, and it was about economic problem, relations problem, and lots of things. And I don't feel I have it. It's the first time in my life. I don't have any problem.
It's amazing.
And it's true, because I'm sitting here in my chaperone had a cat in my knee. I haven't painted my face, fixing my hair, and just sit there and I just enjoy it. It's perfectly all right, everything. And this singing, the drawings, I learned how to draw without criticizing. It's perfectly all right. And now I have even sang. It's beautiful. I love it.
Well, this is
I have to say, my life has been a big problem from beginning to start. I have only been concerned about my problems all my life.
And now you have no concern about them.
Yeah, exactly.
That is amazing, awesome.
And it started. I think it started the day I decided I want to know what things made me happy. Even the smallest thing, and it's quite a number of years ago. But I think, and I think it was the real starter. I had to find out what was funny for me.
Yeah.
What I was enjoying.
And when I got to know you, you were determined to go over your limitations. You remember, you had the intention to really speak with everybody during the retreat.
Yeah,
and you did it.
I remember.
And didn't hold back, as you said you normally would have done.
Yeah, and you know,
and you did it with everybody, and you didn't hold back.
And you know what's the difference today? Because before, even that time, when I came home, I went back to the bottom again. When I have succeeded, I haven't went down. But this time, together with Margarita, what we have been doing, I haven't not fallen back anymore. I succeed, and I'm happy with it. I don't go down. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, you know this. It's a preparing. You do the first steps. It's normal, and then you fall back, and you do another step, and you fall back, and finally the transformation has come.
You're standing on one leg. You're standing on one leg. You don't fall down.
Yeah, and it's great. Yeah,
this is great.
And this with
about
this. Many are talking about energy. It's a shift in the energy. And I can feel it when I'm out with people. It's a shift I feel lighter. I feel more relaxed and more spontaneous, and it's a huge difference while I'm interacting with other people. Yeah.
What do you say, Darlene?
Great.
Oh, problems. Yes, I'm still in the midst, and it seems you get one conquered in another. I've been really studying and trying to practice the law of attraction, and I have it in my head. I just can't seem to. I haven't quite put it all together yet, but I'm working on it. Things do get better every day.
Well, I can tell you that you have had a lot of successes. She came from. Can I tell something about what you did?
Sure.
Yeah. So you drove a bus, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so she was a little bus driver driving around. And now she has her own store. She opened a new store.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
It's been a process, and it's been a bit of a struggle, but I want to persevere. I am happier. I really am.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, even if it's a small store, you are the manager of it. You're handling it and have clients. I know you have clients. It's amazing.
It is, and it's going to be a process. It's a matter of a bit of a seasonal thing, but I think if I can hold on for the year, I'll be okay once I get my first year under my belt.
Yeah. And how long have you been in the business now?
Oh, I've been in the business technically 20 years. I started with skincare, took my esthetician's course at 47 for 2 years, went through full aesthetics, and then decided to narrow it down to just nails and pedicures now. And I'm enjoying doing that. I can really be more focused and really hone what I do much better.
Well, I think that you have also drawing skills that you use on the nails, right?
Yes, I enjoy the artwork, and that's what I want to do is get better at that.
Yeah. This is so awesome. I mean, it's such a blessing to have both of you here, because you've really paid attention to what Heidi and I do, and take advantage of what we can share with clients. So we're very blessed to have you in here.
Thank you.
As our first clients on this first episode of the Women's Blab Chat.
Oh,
congratulations.
I love to support you guys. You guys do a great service.
Thank you.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Thank you.
And so, Darlene, what is your sort of conclusion of what state you're in now?
I'm still dealing with health issues, in my body, and I'm really struggling where to go, which way, and I struggle between doctors and self-healing because it's quite physical, and I'm just really struggling with which way is going to really help me at all.
Yeah.
I do.
Probably a little bit of everything. Darlene, when you go to the Wisdom Factory YouTube channel, we had a talk with Dr. Vivian Carson.
Okay.
And I think this would be interesting for you. She has a healing. This is not even a method. It's just listen to it. I found it very fascinating. It's not like Margarita and me work or other people. It seems completely different.
I will.
So check it out. Okay, good.
Well, what's your takeaway here?
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't see you anymore, but do you see me still? Okay. Yeah, my takeaway is that I think it's a good way to talk with people, and we will try it out for a while. We will also do our regular hangout on connections on Hangouts, not every week anymore, but every 2 weeks, we said, Margarita, no? And we will just be here on Blab and ask you to follow us on Blab and follow us also on Twitter. This would be very, very nice. And we follow you back, guaranteed. Okay? So for me personally, all the internet problems I have and had, and somehow, I get much more equanimous about this. And tomorrow evening when we have another show, or it goes or it doesn't go, in some way we manage, and we have, Margarita, you said before, have a second way, a way out. We have created that with the help of Margarita. So we will do the show anyway, somehow. When I think how nervous I was 2 years ago when we did the first shows, and now, okay, things happen. Shit happens.
Well, my takeaway is one has to persevere and believe in oneself, because even if the platform falls down, you go get the ladder, or you get the air balloon, or you take your personal spaceship and go to where you want. Don't give up. This is what I think for women. It's like, don't give up. There is always another solution to reach what you want. And Darlene, come visit me sometime.
I plan to do that soon, Margarita. I really do. I just, yeah, it's winter. You know me. I sort of hibernate through the winter.
I know. She lives an hour from me, something like that.
Okay, it's near. Yeah, Christina and Darlene, it was nice to meet you again, and see you another time. And the watchers who have been here and are still here,
Yes.
thank you for being here. See you next time. Bye-bye.